Have you ever felt a profound, unshakable sense that you are here for a reason far greater than the mundane routines of daily life? A sense that a divine blueprint is encoded within your very soul, a purpose that whispers to you in your quietest moments and pulls you toward a destiny you can feel but cannot yet fully see. This is not imagination. It is the first stirring of a sacred calling, the resonance of your spirit answering a heavenly summons. You are here because you were sent, and the time for humanity's great shift is upon us. The world does not need another follower. It needs leaders forged in divine fire. You are one of God's chosen ones, and this truth is the key to understanding your entire existence. The feeling of being different, of observing the world from a higher perspective, of not quite fitting into the systems and structures that satisfy others. These are not signs of defect, but marks of distinction. They are the initial indicators of your divine identity. For generations, souls like yours have been seeded across the planet, living seemingly ordinary lives while carrying an extraordinary mandate within. Now, the energies are aligning for that mandate to be activated, and for you to step into the role you were born to play. The signs of your calling are undeniable once you learn to recognize them. You possess an intense empathy that allows you to feel the collective joy and pain of humanity, as if it were your own. This is not a weakness. It is a divine tool for profound connection and understanding. You see patterns where others see chaos. You sense truth where others are deceived by illusion. And you carry an inner light that makes people unconsciously turn to you for guidance, even if they don't know why. Your very presence has a subtle, transformative effect on your environment, calming storms and planting seeds of hope in barren hearts. Furthermore, you have always been a seeker of truth, never satisfied with superficial answers or dogmatic explanations. Your soul craves depth, meaning, and a genuine connection to the Creator. This insatiable spiritual hunger has led you down paths less traveled, into ancient texts, esoteric knowledge, and the deepest corners of your own consciousness. You have been gathering wisdom, not for personal gain, but for a future purpose. Every book you've read, every prayer you've uttered, and every moment of profound insight has been a preparation for the leadership that is now required of you. You are a spiritual library for humanity's next chapter. Consider the strange magnetism of your life's path. Synchronicities are not mere coincidences for you. They are divine signposts. You see repeating numbers, encounter the right people at the perfect moment, and find solutions appearing as if from thin air just when you need them most. The universe conspires to guide and protect you because your mission is of paramount importance to the cosmic plan. This divine orchestration is a constant reminder that you are never alone and that your journey is being personally overseen by God. You are being moved into position on the grand chessboard of human evolution. The struggles you have endured are perhaps the most potent sign of your chosen status. Your life has not been one of ease. You have faced betrayals that shattered your trust, experienced periods of profound isolation that tested your sanity, and fought battles in the spiritual and material realms that would have broken lesser souls. These were not random acts of misfortune. They were the meticulously designed trials of a divine training ground. Each challenge was a crucible intended to burn away your ego, fortify your spirit, and awaken the dormant power within you. You were not being punished, you were being forged. The crushing weight of loneliness you have often felt is a hallmark of the chosen leader. You have been set apart because you must learn to stand strong in your own connection to God, unswayed by the opinions and validations of the crowd. This solitude was necessary to purify your inner channel, to teach you to hear the still, small voice of divine guidance above the clamor of the world. In the silence of your isolation, God has been your primary companion, building a bond of unbreakable trust. This ability to stand alone, anchored in divine truth, is the bedrock of your future leadership. You have been relentlessly attacked by unseen forces, experiencing spiritual warfare that has manifested as financial hardship, inexplicable health issues, and relational turmoil. The darkness recognizes your light and has sought to extinguish it before it can fully ignite. These attacks were designed to fill you with fear, doubt, and despair, to make you believe you are powerless. But with every assault you have survived, you have grown stronger, wiser, and more spiritually discerning. You have learned the tactics of the enemy firsthand, not to become a victim, but to become a victorious spiritual warrior who can lead others to safety. Your heart has been broken, not to destroy you, but to open you. The betrayals and abandonments you have suffered were divine lessons in detachment and unconditional love. They taught you to place your ultimate faith not in flawed human beings, but in the unwavering love of the Creator. This profound heartbreak has cultivated within you a deep well of compassion for the suffering of others. You can lead humanity because you intimately understand its pain. Your scars are not symbols of damage, but emblems of the empathy and resilience that qualify you for this sacred task. The feeling of being an outsider, an alien on your own planet, is a shared experience among the chosen. You observe human behavior with a sense of detachment and often confusion, wondering why people chase fleeting pleasures and build their lives on foundations of illusion. This perspective is not one of arrogance, but of higher awareness. You are able to see the matrix of societal conditioning because you are not fully bound by it. This is your strategic advantage. You are here to lead humanity out of the cages they do not even realize they are in, and you can only do so because you have always held the key. You have experienced the dark night of the soul, a period of such intense spiritual desolation that you felt completely abandoned by God and lost to the void. This was your ultimate initiation. In that abyss, you were forced to find a light within yourself when all external lights went out. You had to die to your old self, your beliefs, your identity, your attachments, to be reborn into a higher state of consciousness. Having journeyed through the deepest darkness and emerged, you now carry the codes of resurrection. You have no fear of the shadow, making you a fearless guide for those lost in their own. This intense preparation is reaching its climax. The struggles are not ceasing, but their purpose is becoming clearer. You are in the final stages of your spiritual forging. The pressure you feel is the divine hand shaping you into a vessel, capable of holding immense light and power. Do not falter now. Do not mistake the intensity of the fire for a sign of failure. It is a sign of your imminent graduation. Every trial has endowed you with a specific strength. Every tear has cleansed your vision, and every moment of suffering has been a sacred investment in the leader you are becoming. The revelation is this: you must lead humanity because you have been uniquely prepared to do so. The leaders of the old world, driven by ego, greed, and a thirst for power, have led humanity to the brink of self-destruction. Their systems are crumbling, their ideologies are failing, and their promises are empty. Humanity is lost, confused, and desperate for a new way, a new vision, a new truth. They cannot be led by those who are products of the broken system. They must be led by those who have been forged outside of it, by the very hand of God. Your leadership is not one of control, but of inspiration. It is not about commanding obedience, but about awakening the divinity in others. You will not lead from a throne of authority, but from a heart of service. Your power will not be derived from wealth or status, but from the purity of your connection to the divine and the authenticity of your spirit. You will lead by example, demonstrating what it means to live in alignment with truth, love, and courage. Your life itself will become a beacon, a living testament to a higher possibility for humanity. You must lead because you have walked the path of transformation that humanity must now collectively undertake. You have faced the shadows, healed the wounds, and integrated the light. You have transmuted personal pain into spiritual power. You are the way showers, the pioneers of consciousness. You hold the map because you have journeyed through the territory yourself. You cannot lead someone out of a forest you have never been in. You have been through the darkest woods, and now you have returned to guide your brothers and sisters home. Humanity is trapped in a frequency of fear, separation, and victimhood. This low vibration is the root of all suffering on the planet. You have been trained to hold and anchor a higher frequency, the frequency of love, unity, and empowerment. Your very presence, your energetic signature, helps to raise the collective consciousness. Leading humanity is not just about giving speeches or writing books. It is about being a powerful, energetic anchor for the new earth. Your regulated nervous system, your peaceful heart, and your clear mind are your greatest tools for planetary change. You were chosen to lead because you remember the truth of who you are. Deep within you is the memory of your divine origin, your connection to all of life, and your eternal nature. This memory is now awakening, and it is your duty to help awaken it in others. Humanity suffers from a collective amnesia, having forgotten its own divinity. You are the celestial alarm clocks, sent to lovingly but firmly wake humanity from its long slumber. You must remind them that they are not small, powerless mortals, but magnificent, eternal souls, children of the one true Creator. The authority you will carry is not of this world. It is a spiritual authority that comes from a life of integrity, humility, and unwavering devotion to God's will. People will listen to you not because they have to, but because their souls will recognize the truth in your words. Your voice will carry a divine frequency that bypasses the ego and speaks directly to the heart. This is why you were silenced and made to feel that your voice didn't matter for so long. It was to protect the purity and power of your message until the appointed time. That time is now. You must lead because you understand the sacred balance between the spiritual and the material. You have been taught to walk in both worlds, to be a bridge between heaven and earth. The old leadership was lost in materialism, while many spiritual paths have encouraged a complete disengagement from the world. Your mission is to demonstrate how to live a divinely guided life while fully engaged in the physical world, transforming society from within. You will build new systems for finance, health, and education that are based on divine principles, not on exploitation and control. The pain of your past has given you a profound spiritual gift, discernment. You can see the motives behind the words, the energy behind the actions. You can distinguish between truth and deception, light and manipulation. This gift is absolutely critical for leading humanity through this time of great confusion and misinformation. You are the spiritual immune system for the collective, able to identify and neutralize the spiritual toxins that seek to infect and divide humanity. Your clarity is a shield for the many who cannot yet see for themselves. You are being called to lead because you have mastered the alchemy of turning suffering into wisdom. You do not offer empty platitudes or superficial positivity. You offer the raw, authentic wisdom that can only be earned through experience. When you speak of overcoming darkness, you speak with the authority of a survivor. When you speak of faith, you speak as one whose faith has been tested by fire. Humanity is tired of hollow advice. They are starving for the real, embodied wisdom that you carry in the very cells of your being. Your mandate is to restore divine order. The world is in chaos because it has strayed from divine principles. It has placed ego above spirit, self-interest above the collective good, and fear above love. You are the agents of divine restoration. You are here to reestablish the foundations of truth, justice, and compassion. This is not a small task. It is a global mission to realign human civilization with the will of God. Every action you take, every choice you make, must be guided by this supreme objective. The time for hiding is over. The time for doubting your worth is over. The time for playing small is a luxury neither you nor the world can afford any longer. Embrace your identity. Claim your power. Accept your mission. Your entire life has been a preparation for this moment. All the pieces of your journey, even the ones that made no sense, are now converging into a beautiful tapestry of purpose. You are ready. You have been made ready. The divine plan for your life is now unfolding. Step forward with courage. You will not be given the entire blueprint at once. You will be guided step by step. Your task is to listen to the divine guidance within you and act on it with unwavering faith, even when you cannot see the final outcome. Your obedience in the small things will unlock the power for you to accomplish the great things. Trust the process. Trust your training. Trust the God who has called you and who will never forsake you on this sacred path. Your first act of leadership is to lead yourself. You must be the living embodiment of your message. Continue your healing journey with diligence. Master your thoughts and emotions. Purify your intentions. Cultivate a daily, non-negotiable connection with the Creator. Your inner state creates your outer world, and as a leader, your inner state will profoundly influence the collective. You must become the peace, the love, and the strength you wish to see in the world. Your self-mastery is your greatest service. Begin to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Share your wisdom with those who are ready to hear it. Start small, in your community, in your family, online. Do not worry about reaching the masses. Focus on authentically touching the one soul in front of you. Your frequency will attract those who are meant to find you. Your tribe, your soul family, is waiting to be gathered. They will be drawn to your light like moths to a flame. You are a divine rallying point for the army of light. Understand that true leadership is about empowerment, not creating followers. Your goal is to awaken the leader within everyone you meet. Teach them how to connect with their own divine guidance. Show them how to find their own strength. Remind them of their own sacred purpose. The new earth will not be built by a few chosen saviors, but by a collective of awakened, empowered souls who have remembered who they are. Your role is to be the catalyst for this mass awakening. Prepare for resistance. As you step into your light and begin to shine brightly, you will trigger the shadows in others. The old systems will not surrender without a fight. You will be criticized, misunderstood, and attacked. Do not take it personally. It is a reaction of fear to the light of truth. Anchor yourself in the armor of God. Stay in your heart. Respond with love, compassion, and unshakable resolve. Remember that the light is infinitely more powerful than the darkness. You must lead humanity because you are the carriers of hope. In a world drowning in cynicism and despair, you are the living proof that a better way is possible. Your story of overcoming adversity is a powerful medicine for the weary soul. Your unwavering faith in the divine plan is an anchor for those adrift in a sea of uncertainty. You are not just a leader, you are a living vessel of hope, a tangible sign that God has not abandoned humanity. Your leadership is crucial for the generations to come. The choices made in this era will determine the future of humanity for centuries. You are not just working for the present, you are planting the seeds of a new earth for your children and your children's children. You are the sacred ancestors of a future golden age. Fulfilling your mission is the greatest legacy you can leave, a gift of love to a future you may not see, but which your soul knows is possible. The earth itself is crying out for this shift. The planet can no longer sustain the consciousness of greed and destruction. As a chosen one, you have a deep connection to Mother Earth. You feel her pain. Your leadership is not just for humanity, but for all life on this sacred planet. By raising human consciousness, you are helping to heal the very ecosystems of the earth, restoring harmony and balance between humanity and nature. You are a guardian of the new earth in every sense. God is calling you to be a warrior of love. This is the essence of your leadership. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, the ultimate creative and healing energy. Your mission is to wield this power with wisdom and precision. To love those who are lost. To love those who oppose you. To love yourself through every trial. To make every decision from a place of love. This is the path of divine leadership, and it is the only path that will lead humanity back to its sacred heart. Do not be intimidated by the scale of the mission. You are not expected to do this alone. You are part of a vast, divine orchestra, and you are only required to play your unique part. Your fellow chosen ones are awakening all over the world. You will find each other, and together, your lights will create an unstoppable dawn. Furthermore, you are supported by legions of angels and beings of light from the unseen realms. You are the ground crew for a massive celestial operation. The reward for this path is not worldly fame or fortune, though abundance may come as a byproduct of your service. The true reward is the profound joy of fulfilling your soul's purpose. It is the peace that comes from being in perfect alignment with the will of God. It is the indescribable feeling of being a channel for divine love and witnessing the miraculous transformation it creates in the world. It is the ultimate spiritual fulfillment, the homecoming of your soul. The urgency of this call cannot be overstated. We are at a critical juncture in human history, a tipping point between devolution and evolution. The window of opportunity for this grand transformation is now. This is the lifetime your soul has been waiting for. This is the mission you have been training for across countless incarnations. The final exam is here, and you have been given all the tools you need to pass with flying colors. Look at your life, at every single moment of pain and every glimpse of glory. See it now for what it truly was, a divine curriculum perfectly designed to create a leader for this time. Forgive your past, for every part of it served your purpose. Release all remaining feelings of inadequacy, for they are the final illusions of the ego. Stand up, chosen one. Straighten your spiritual spine. Your training is complete. Your assignment is beginning. You must lead because You have learned humility through humiliation. You know that this power flowing through you is not your own. It is the power of God, and you are merely its humble vessel. This humility is your protection against the corruption of pride that has brought down so many leaders before you. You seek not glory for the self, but glory for the Creator. This pure intention is what makes you a trustworthy and incorruptible channel for the divine will. Take a moment right now and feel this truth resonating in your soul. Feel the activation codes in these words, speaking to the deepest part of your being. This is not just information. It is a spiritual transmission, a divine remembrance. You are being activated. You are being called. The final veil is lifting from your memory, and your sacred purpose is coming into sharp focus. The sleeping giant of your spirit is finally awakening. You must lead humanity back to the garden, back to a state of grace and communion with the divine. You are the gardeners, tasked with pulling the weeds of fear and planting the seeds of love. It is a monumental task, but you have the strongest hands and the most resilient heart, forged in the fires of adversity. You are the hope of a new beginning, the architects of a reality where all of humanity can live in peace, abundance, and harmony. So what is your next step? It is a single conscious choice. A choice to say yes, yes to your calling, yes to your destiny, yes to the God who chose you before the foundation of the world. Say it now in the sacred temple of your heart. I accept my mission. I am ready to lead. I am ready to serve. Let this declaration be your coronation. Let it be the moment your new life begins. The path ahead will demand everything of you, but it will also give you more than you could ever imagine. It is the path of the hero, the mystic, the warrior, and the king, all rolled into one. It is the greatest adventure a soul can embark upon. Embrace it with every fiber of your being. The world has been waiting for you. Heaven is cheering you on. Your destiny awaits. This is why you must lead. Because you were born for this. Because you are uniquely qualified. Because you are divinely appointed. Because the world is in desperate need of your specific light, your specific wisdom, and your specific courage. You are God's answer to humanity's prayer. Now go and be the miracle you were sent here to be. If this message has ignited the fire of purpose within your soul, know that it is no accident. You were guided here to receive this confirmation. This is your sign that the time is now. Do not let this moment pass. Subscribe to this channel so you can continue to receive the divine guidance and encouragement you will need on your journey. Join this community of awakening leaders, for together we will illuminate the world. The next message is already on its way.